Near to the Sun, all of the planets are small, and the smallest planet is Mercury. Venus walks in its orbit unlike the rotation of the other planets. Regarding its size, it's equivalent to the size of Earth. The size is up to 33,000 miles, though Mars is equivalent to the half of this size. Myths focused on it and made it responsible for the war. These are rocky planets. If we were able to stand on Mercury's surface, we will be able to see the Sun. For us, the Sun is like an enormous nuclear power, but for the solar system, the Sun is just like a normal star. Mercury is near to the Sun, which makes it really difficult to see it from the Earth. The only clear pictures of it were took by Mercury spacecraft that came across Mercury 2 times in 1974. Today, the giant computer devices can take advantage of thousands of pictures that took by Mariner spacecraft, which will help us to imagine the situation if we want to land on this weird planet's surface. It is not a surprise that Mercury was exposed to a lot of deformations and destructions because it is near to the Sun, and gravity of the Sun can catch everything. Some of the bodies might break into Mercury in their way to the Sun. Mercury is located about 36 million miles from the Sun, and Venus is located about 30 million miles. Venus is equivalent to the Earth size. Venus is considered as Earth twin in its size. They are different in other respects. Venus is covered with a layered, intensive clouds. These clouds were not the same as the clouds in Earth. They are really intensive, and it is impossible to know what behind them. But we can remove these clouds using radar in order to discover that our planet, which water covers 4/5 of its surface, adjoins a planet from desert world. Venus clouds work according to glass houses. They hold the heat and the light of the Sun inside, which raise up the surface temperature till they can melt metals. These pictures were collected using the information of a spacecraft called Magellan. The spacecraft took some pictures using radar, and they got these details. We are flying on a lava which flows from this old volcano on Venus, and we don't know if is it dead or still active.
But we know this place is our moon. It is a few thousand miles away from us, and it also revolves around the Earth in a quarter of a mile. Each circle takes 30 days, and this is what we call as a lunation. This Earth is a special one from all the solar planets because it covers by water. But the only thing that surprised us about the Earth is having land rather than huge oceans. If someone sees the Earth from outside, they would say it is weird to call it planet is an Earth, and we should call it a water world. The Earth is very small for water. The layers of the atmosphere could be weird. It contains most of it from nitrogen and oxygen. It is weird because the oxygen is very active ingredient. It's in the chemical reaction, and it's kind of weird to be free in this area. In fact, life on Earth because is the oxygen. The plants work on analyzing and separating the parts of carbon dioxide which the organism breathed, and after that it releases the oxygen. When the space probes start on Earth and stopped by the Earth at the first time, it confirmed to us that it has limited layers of Earth there, and it's also not enough to help other organisms. But this red world with us, with its rooms that they join it is still kept secret that they may surprise us. In comparison with Earth, there are some similarities. Both planets have rods that made up of snow, and on the Mars have some snow that contains water, but some of it is made of dust or acres of carbon dioxide. It's very cold that links the scientists confirm that it cannot be lived there. Most of the Mars area is cold desert, but there are evidence that the streams and oceans exist before. And if it's not proved, there is no one knows where the water gone. If we assume that all the ice water in both poles of the planets are melted, it will not be enough to cover the planet's surface. Some people think that the mist water could be leaked to subsoil of the planet. Behind the Mars, there is a pretty huge place that we have no much idea about it. Expect on area, it's called subscription belt meters, and the meters difference in its size. It contains a small one and a very huge one. They discovered this object recently. From all these planets of the solar system, the Reiki planet, the near to Earth, has a special position in the solar system.
في قلب المجموعة الشمسية.